Welcome, sir. Come on. So what do I gotta do here? Two desert sage plants and collect $200 in loot from the gang. Okay. Can you use it? Guess he did use it. What the fuck is a fiddle? Oh, shot his head off. You lucky fucker. Oh. What the hell? Forgot how to reload. There we go. That. fucking sage plants. I know there's two of them, like, right fucking here. They're real easy to find. Fucking found them real quick. Just can't remember where the hell they are now. Didn't I use the damn survivalist map? There's two of them, real easy to fucking find. What are those red sages now? I know they're here, and I know they're really easy to fucking find. There's like one right out in front, and there's one. Isn't it just a regular desert sage? Two desert sage plants, $200 from the game. There's a couple of them around here too, I know there is. I don't know why my fucking thing isn't showing up. There's one. Fuck's over there? Disarm 3 and shoot the hats off of 3. Kill 3 with a knife. That's gonna be hard. What asshole fucking talking?
I said I hope they shrivel up and fall off. You hope what shrivels up and falls off? Regrets. Oh, shit. You are out of here. What? Oh, you sure you want to dance? No, I don't. Excuse me, Missy.
Chance to get a scholarship here. Excellent. Where are you in?
The way we get treated.
Forgetting. I guess.
I'm getting a better education. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate for good people in this community who allow me to exist.
Jenny, you are misunderstanding me.
I understand everything is taken. I don't need to have to explain to me. I live it. Sometimes I get a little upset and I lose my temper. I just don't like to see my friends being dumped on and punished for defending themselves.
She's off.
Theory.
Something very strange about is like whether it's the Catholic Church or any group like that that's connected to minors. It's very strange. The fact that it's covered up. It's all is one. Come on!
said I was interested in multiple personality disorder, and this is
What are
TDR.
you doing?
Uh,
Chasing
she was
after the
already said,
stagecoach?
said,
When
well,
do
you
you
know, a
fall
lot of
out
times
of
when
the
they started
stagecoach?
questioning, they find out that they had been scripturally satanic ritually. Oh, that's hot. She was very enthusiastic about it. So then I went to a workshop for cops, and there's another cop who was going around the country telling police, various sheriff's deputies and stuff around the country about satanic ritual. And he said they are responsible for 50,000 murders a year in America. I thought, once again, that's more murders than there are in America. You know, and these are cops telling this story to themselves. And so, you know, and maybe it's true.
What year was it?
I think it was 93 that I did this.
So pre-internet.
Yeah,
Can you research this?
before the internet exploded, before I think I was the internet. And I found this, there was, you know, thousands of lawsuits and arrests, you know, around the country. But there was only one conviction, and it was for this sheriff's deputy in Olympia, Washington, named Paul Hinkle. And his daughters had accused him of raping them repeatedly and bringing the neighbors over, and you know they had been cut up. They had, you know, they had children ripped out of their stomachs and sacrificed, you know, and yeah, their
Jeez.
deputies in the Olympia department were involved in it, and so on. And all of this was, you know, wild. He confessed to it. And so I thought, if there's anything to it, then, you know, and I went up to Olympia and I spent a lot of time talking to the cops and, you know, trying to piece together what had actually happened. And because there was a confession, there was never really a trial. So they never had the cops who were investigating it, who were his colleagues.
This wasn't just mass hysteria. It was courtrooms, confessions, and lives destroyed by something nobody could actually prove.
He had a Mary. Like he kind of looked like he could be like when you think of the stereotypical Jesus painting,
Yeah.
white guy with beard and long hair. He looked like this. And he had this woman that he met, and he was convincing this woman that she was Mary. That's her. But then she found out there was another Mary in the past. And another woman that he had called Mary too, but apparently he said no, he made a mistake. And people look at him, Jesus makes mistakes. And you know, yeah, sure. You know, this is Mary. This one's definitely Mary.
Yeah.
That other one was just a fake Mary. She tricked me.
There's a
Yes. Yeah.
it's, I don't know how real it is, but you know, I've been in a lot of the Middle East.
It's hardcore Christians that go down to Israel, right?
It's not just that. They, you know, they. Sometimes you see that.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? If so, you need to stop. As a call an experienced auto accident attorney. Look at this check for $237,000.
See them saying that they're Jesus, you know, and but if it happens to be, you know, a Jewish person who's going off, then you know they are David. You know, they've chosen a suitably appropriate, iconic religious figure to be, and there's an asylum. Back in the day when Israel was fighting for its independence in 1948, there was a little Palestinian village called Deir Yassin where Jewish terrorists massacred the townspeople to take it over because it was on a road to the airport. And that village is now this psychiatric institution where people suffering such delusions are. Yeah, I got to visit it one time when I was in.
That's almost too much.
Yeah, this psychiatrist I was interviewing was, you know, his office was in a little Palestinian house.
Whoa. How did you bring it up?
Oh.
Yeah. it's unfortunate, but unfortunate.
Jesus Christ, it's like setting up shop in a gas chamber.
It's one of those historical stars. You see the Middle East is covered with such places.
Alright, you fucker. Now you're in
So-
trouble.
What do you, I mean,
What is it about people? That same delusion, the one that makes a man think he's the Messiah, doesn't always end in an asylum. Sometimes it builds rockets. The line between madman and visionary is thinner than you think.
where it's like this is here you have some ideas, go there, and then you can get those ideas out, and there's no middleman. There's no one who can stop you from discussing things. No producer's gonna run and say this is not appropriate or this is controversial, or we'd like to steer away from this subject. I don't want to steer away from anything. I want to talk about it. I think any subject can be approached reasonably. And when a guy like him wants to come on, and particularly, I found the most interesting thing I could tell talking to him that it was almost like his when you look in his eyes and discussing these things, it's almost like his brain is just wired different.
Yeah.
And when I said it to him, I have this feeling that these ideas doesn't like me. And he was like in the he realized when he was really young, it was different. That he thought everyone's mind worked. His brain is just like of ideas. And he's just trying to use his time as wisely as possible to give attention to all these different ideas. It's a solar company for Tesla or SpaceX. It's like, who the fuck is running that companies that are that influential, that significant? How is it even possible?
Trying to shoot these guys' backs off.
I was gonna say people like Elon Musk aren't very many people like him, but they challenge you about what life could be. What you might you say you fell into this, but in a way you created it. Organically. You made it you. And Elon Musk, of course, he made a couple $1 billion get started. He just had he allowed himself to
I want this army now.
himself. There was a world out there in the universe that he could step into. And I think that's true for all of us in many ways. I think we all get handicapped. Oftentimes I'm in countries where so confining. They can never be who they might be. But we're not in that culture. And the potential to become bigger than we are is always there. Sometimes, you're limited by money or opportunity. We talked about some of the neighborhoods in Baltimore, they're tremendous programs. But there are people that come out of those places and take the building. And, there's something fascinating to me about accepting the challenge. There's a lot of risk involved. You can be totally deluded. And I'm sure you know people who think that they're so great. And everybody knows
Oh, she's already dead.
Some people like Elon Musk who think they can be
Fucker.
greater. And they
She's already dead, isn't she?
I think that's a very significant point. That the people that think they're great, but they're deluded. That is the most toxic attribute that a person can have if they want to achieve something, because it'll keep you from progressing, because you have this distorted perception of your own work. There's a lot of people out there that are extremely mediocre, that feel short-sighted.
Right.
They feel like people have looked past them. They haven't been able to just do. And it's weird. It's a weird thing. That sentiment, that idea that you haven't gotten the attention you deserve, that you get exactly what you deserve.
That's the sad thing. Is it the case that they're in the wrong calling?
Not willing to work hard enough to grow. Like that feeling that you have when you found that you have an error in your novel, and it just fucking rots you. Everybody doesn't get that feeling. Some people just Some people think that their stuff is always them, you know. You know?
Yeah, I think that's one of the advantages of mixed martial arts. I'm sure is you find out really quickly where you stand,
Yeah.
and the truth is laid bare. And
You can't lie
yeah,
to yourself, because if you're lying to yourself, if you're pretending, there's physical consequences.
and the same thing is true for stand-up.
Yeah.
You know, the laugh will tell you. You know, are you who you would like to be or think you are or not? And you know, also I think in writing, you know, people buy your books or they don't. They go see your play or your movie or they don't. You know, there's a critics weigh in. You know, all of these things. You get feedback about where you are versus where you want to be. And I'm in a kind of unusual spot. I'm a lot further ahead than I ever thought I'd be. You know, I never thought I would achieve the kind of success that I've had.
And that's the thing about the human mind. It doesn't need demons to be terrifying. It just needs belief, enough conviction, enough isolation, enough desperation to matter. And suddenly, a sheriff's deputy in Olympia is confessing to crimes that never happened. Crimes so grotesque, even the people investigating them couldn't tell fiction from memory. A stranger walks into Jerusalem, an ordinary man, and walks out convinced he's Christ reborn, so certain of it that he starts handing out new identities to the women around him, like in scripture. And on the other end of that same spectrum, a kid with what he calls a tornado or a brain looks at four industries: cars, rockets, energy, the internet itself, and decides quietly that he's the one who's supposed to run all of them. Three men, three completely different outcomes, one dangerously thin line separating all of them. That's what should actually unsettle you. Not the satanic panic, not the asylum built on a massacre, not the mistakes were made beside it in the desert. What should unsettle you is how ordinary the starting point is every single time. Nobody wakes up one day and decides to become delusional. It creeps in. A little validation here, a little isolation there. An audience willing to believe just a bit too easily. And before anyone notices, belief has replaced reality entirely. The uncomfortable truth is we like these stories to have a villain we can point it from a safe distance, a cult leader, a false prophet, a cop who lost his mind. It's easier that way. It lets us believe we'd never fall for it. We'd never be that person standing at the front of the room convincing everyone else of something insane. But history says otherwise. History says all it takes is the right conditions, the right audience, and enough people too afraid to say, wait, this doesn't add up. So maybe the real question isn't how did they fall for it? Maybe it's what would it take for you to? If that thought just crawled under your skin a little, good. That means we did our job.
Okay, come on. Why do they tax this? Come on.
Oh, here we go. What's up, Glenn? How are you, man? Hey, Joe. Nice to meet you in person. Good to come down.
Hey, Gordon. Yeah. All right. No, I think I
So it might be time to call the quits on this Sean Watson guy. Because what in the fuck is he doing,
Yeah,
man?
what was
the
that?
fuck is this throw?
What was that? Oh, he just threw it straight into the ground.
Finally crosses midfield, gets in his bag a little bit, right? He's gonna audible at the line. Don't let this guy get hot. Because remember, he used to be hot. Used to be good. Now he's nothing. This is gonna be the best throw Watson makes all night. All day to throw, pretty clean pocket, wide open. That's the best throw Watson made all game. Is that Malachi Corley? Damn it! So then on third down, he's gonna audible here again, actually. So he takes a shot here, has an open guy, could be a touchdown, and he overthrows it. And then the Browns are gonna go for it on fourth down. This is gonna be the last pass that Watson throws, and it's a wobbler. Turnover on downs, and then after the game, Watson
What else do I need to do to get? Maybe 3.9%. I still need like 6%. The fuck else do I need to do here?
I'd like to be with you, not here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say my mistake. Are you gonna get me?
Yes, I do.
I guess.
45 headshots, damn. Holy crap. Killing it there. 44 headshots there.
It's really, it's intense. You have a car? I'm kind of drive by. Future address. I'll put you on my right.
How could that be? How can I have 135% accuracy? How the fuck can I have 135% accuracy? How can it be better than 100%? That doesn't make sense.
I said he was my kid. How come you're here? I'm trying to figure that out all the time. And Becky Taylor did his last kind of little bit of Where are you guys been? Oh, a friend of mine was at the party. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, it was really intense. Really intense party. No, it was a friend of mine.
That's shut up. Is it plastic?
Yeah, I think you make me uncomfortable. I should stop going. It's a problem.
I don't know what else to know. This is something they
Where the fuck was I here?
I can't believe I actually back here. Lucy loves to get away, but sometimes she needs extra cash to make it happen. That's why she uses Vinted to sell clothes, shoes, and accessories she doesn't wear. And with no selling or shipping fees, she earns more. Vinted's magical that way. Find extra money in your closet. Download Vinted.
Alright, I guess I'll rest for a little bit till Dusk Blood starts.